In today's video, I will talk about the best budget prebuilt gaming PCs of the month. It's going to be a short video because I'm going to break down 3 gaming PCs ranging from $800 to $1,200, which is what I think it's a budget gaming PC considering GPU pricing, and you know how the market is going right now. So I think from $800 to $1,200 is the sweet spot to not spend a lot of money. But anyway, you will have deals below $800 if your budget is below $800 and you can't go up to this number. So don't worry about that because you will have what I think are the best prebuilt gaming PC deals down below in the description as well with these PCs. Now let's start. With the cheapest one on the list, we have the HP Pavilion Gaming Desktop TG01-2260XT. This one has the i5-11400 for the CPU, which is great, the GTX 1650 Super, which is really good for 1080p gaming on a budget, and definitely you will be running all of the competitive games in today's market. For heavy games like Red Dead Redemption 2, you will be able to run them at above 60 FPS on average in high settings, so I think this gaming PC is a great deal, and if you have the money to buy it, I think that this one is your best bet, but it's worth considering upgrading the RAM since it only comes with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of SSD. Don't worry, these 2 upgrades are really easy to do, and if you can't afford them right now, you can do them later on. With the second gaming PC of the list, and I think this one is the best price performance gaming PC of the list, we have the Cyberpower Gaming Xtreme VR PC. This one has the i5-10400F, which is a little bit worse than the last GPU from the HP Pavilion, but you have the GTX 1660 Super and it's a huge improvement over the 1650 Super. I don't think there's any game that you cannot run with this GPU. The only downside is that you can't run ray tracing, but the 1660 Super I think is the best price performance GPU on the market, and you also get 500 GB of SSD, which is better from the HP Pavilion, but you still get 8 GB of RAM, so it's an upgrade to consider in the future, like I said before. Another thing that I like about this PC is that it has a front mesh panel, so the airflow overall for this PC is great. Definitely the best price performance PC on the list. And if you don't want a 1440p monitor, you're just going to stick with a 1080p monitor, this gaming PC is more than enough. Like I said before, there is no game that you cannot run, and for competitive games you will be able to run some of those at 240 FPS average, like Fortnite, Valorant, Minecraft and CSGO. Really easy games to run, but still 240 FPS on average, so if you want to buy a 144Hz monitor or even a 241, this gaming PC will be enough at 1080p for competitive games. There is no game that you won't run at 60 FPS on average. Maybe just Cyberpunk 77, but that's it. And that leads us to the first and the best budget prebuilt gaming PC of the month, which is the ABS Master Gaming PC. This one has the Ryzen 5 3600, which is really similar to the i5-10400F, but here you get the RTX 2060, which is better than the 1660 Super, not by a lot, but you get an entry level of ray tracing, so if you would like to play with ray tracing on, this gaming PC is going to be your best bet. Another thing that I like is that it has 16 GB of RAM on dual channel, which is great, and 500 GB of SSD. Like I said before, if you can afford this PC, I think it's worth it, but I still think that if you have this type of money, I would go with the last one, since you save $150 and you get almost the exact same PC with just less RAM. So just for that, I think that you should buy the last one. And another thing to say about the last one is that it had a better airflow than this ABS Master. It doesn't seem like a good case for the airflow overall. So my recommendation is for you to go with the last one or with the HP Pavilion depending on your budget, but if you can't afford this PC and you want to buy this PC because you like the RTX 2060 or maybe you like the looks of this PC, is totally fine, you won't be disappointed, and for 1080p gaming is more than enough. For 1440p, it's still a little bit short, but you can still play competitive games like Fortnite at 1440p without any problems, 60 FPS average or even more. So that's my recommendation, and if your budget is above this number, I recommend you watching the best overall gaming PCs of last month, or for you to wait to upload my new video about the best overall prebuilt gaming PCs of the month, which is coming next. So make sure to stay tuned, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, but most importantly hit the bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, and I would appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.